Hello viewers, welcome back to School of Wok with me, James May, and Jeremy Pang, the owner. We are going to make a recipe from my book, Stir-Fried Chili Beef.
Which I'm incredibly excited about.
Are you?
Yeah.
Very polite, thank you. So, Stir-Fried Chili Beef, this is the beef piece cut up into very fine strips, and we have to marinate this according to me in my book. I'll be truly honest with you now, all the things in my book I've cooked most of them multiple times. This I only ever did once. So I'm perfectly happy for you to tear my recipe to shreds. We begin over here with the piece of ginger, which is the only thing that hasn't been prepared. Peel it with the spoon, as I said on the television, which is the most amazing thing I've ever learned about cooking.
Well, you know what you're doing if you're peeling your ginger with a spoon.
So there's the outside of the ginger.
And you're going to finely chop that.
What I normally do, because I have no success grating ginger, is I cut off any nub-endy bits, of which there aren't any, and then I effectively slice it.
Okay.
Slice it like this.
And you're going for a finely chopped,
Yes.
Okay, so I'll show you a little trick with that, and that is if you just take chunks of ginger.
Yeah.
And then, because of the surface area of your cleaver, leave it sort of around here, and give it a good bash. That is good, isn't it?
That is. I've wasted so much of my life.
That can add to your teaspoon.
Can I try that?
Yeah.
So just hold
Give it a proper bash.
Give it a proper smack.
That was actually very good. You're clearly much stronger than I am here.
That's
good.
That's a tremendous trick. Why didn't anybody show me that? Peel with a spoon, bash with the
first time at school, what we see. And then when you bring it all together, and just give it a very rough chop, and then you're there.
So I can do a bit of a.
Yeah.
That's the wrong technique.
There you go. No, that's fine. That's perfect.
We add to that the sesame oil, which is pre-measured in here. That's roughly a tablespoon, or is it?
I know. Yeah. Do you want some more?
Well, I think so. What
well, if you want some more, we get some more. Here you go.
What the hell? It's only sesame oil.
So that much?
Yeah, that's beautiful. The chilies.
I'm impressed so far.
You don't have to do.
No, I am, because I think a lot of people don't actually marinate their meat.
Really? I would do it half a day if we had more time.
Yeah, it's nice to get that flavour in there.
I think so. Right, chili, loads of chilies. That was a big red one. I will stir that together a little bit.
The light soy, you want to put that in later?
I would put that. Should we put a bit in there?
I would put a bit in. You just checking.
I'm just checking my own recipe to make sure that Jeremy knows what he's talking about. He does. He does.
I would put a bit into the meat because you want your meat to hold the saltiness.
Yes, you're right. And also, it didn't look juicier. Okay, so then we've got 4 ingredients: ginger, chili, soy sauce, sesame oil.
Yeah.
And now we will add that to my little tray of pre-chopped beef strips, nice and thin, because that helps them to cook quickly.
If you were to put that whole 4-person recipe's worth into this wok, I would recommend cooking it in stages. We cook the veg first, take it out, then sear the meat, then bring the veg back in.
So you're saying exactly as I'm not doing it. Because I would put the meat in,
right,
get it sort of pretty much done, then add the veg for another 3 minutes.
Okay, so which way do you want to cook it? Should we cook it exactly as you want to cook it, or and I'll just tell you how bad it is, or
Don't sweeten it, Jeremy.
Or do you want to cook it? Do you want to tell me how you would cook it, and then we tweak it as we go?
I think since I'm here to learn and you are the master, now I've told you how I would do it. You can tell me how I should do it.
Okay. Well, even
what
with
I'm effectively saying here is that my book is rubbish. So thanks for that. But it's
available in
all good bookshops and some quite shabby ones as well.
I really like the shabby ones.
I like shabby ones as well. Shabby bookshops. Yeah, good.
Right. All right, let's do that then. Let's. You've got the marinade in.
Yes.
What are we doing with the sweet chili?
I was just going to drizzle that on at the end to disguise everything else I've done.
Okay. There's one more ingredient that we're missing.
Oh, the noodles.
The noodles.
Yes.
Which are here. What would you usually do with that?
I would put it in hot water for about 2-3 minutes. I just pour the boiling water from the kettle over in the bowl.
Yeah.
Strain it. Then I'd rinse it with cold water to stop it cooking any further.
Right.
And then I would put it on some kitchen roll and it down.
Perfect. Exactly the same as this. And that's great because what you want is this dryness to it so that when you do get into it, when it hits the wok, it separates out.
Yeah, I have to say mine usually ends up as one large noodle dumpling in the middle of whatever I make, and then I usually throw that bit away, to be honest, because...
What, you throw the large noodle dumpling away?
Yeah.
Isn't that all of it?
It's a lot of it, yeah.
James May book, available in all good bookstores. Are these all your favourite veg?
And these are the things I associate with having a Chinese or Thai takeaway, isn't it?
You're right though, you'll find it in a lot of Chinese restaurants, Asian restaurants, and why not? It tastes good.
And they stir fry very well.
They do, and they stay crunchy.
Compared with, say, peas or fish fingers, which don't work so well.
I'll get you started your way,
Yeah.
and then I'll help you manoeuvre your wok air whilst we're going.
Okay, so I'm going to put the noodles to one side so that I don't become confused. I'm going to use proper wok implements, metal one. I always use a plastic one at home because I'm worried about scraping off.
No, but on this wok, as we talked about when we're seasoning your wok, it's carbon steel, so you can scrape it as much as you want.
It won't damage my seasoning.
No, because if you look after it properly, which you now know how to do, it will just get better over time.
Okay, and metal ones make a more authentic noise.
Yeah.
And the quicker the ting 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 noise, the better the chef. If it's that's an amateur, a professional is going.
Yeah, and then you want a bit of swirling as well.
And a bit of wok flip. And
you want it to be really high heat before you start putting anything into your wok.
And can I do my little water trick? Is that
Yes,
permitted?
you can do that.
I know it's too early, but I'm going to do it anyway. Oh, that's pretty close.
Getting there. It is quick.
That's there, I'd say. I chuck the what is this? Beef straight in.
Yeah.
Well,
Put a bit of oil in first.
there's oil on there. Bit
That's
more?
sesame oil, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so the sesame oil, kind of like if you're using olive oil to season your wok, it's a really low smoking point. So, especially if you want your beef to come out and not stick, you want to swirl that like vegetable oil or sunflower oil, anything high heating oil.
Yeah, not olive oil.
Yes.
Olive oil also adds too much flavour, doesn't it?
Yeah, and in general, sesame oil is quite low as well. So sesame oil is good for marinades and at the end of a stir fry.
Okay.
Wait for that to be smoking hot, which it is, before you put it in.
Can I go?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm going to move it very quickly, haven't I?
Well, no, not yet. Because you like your beef quite touchy, don't you?
Yeah.
So just press into it, spread it out a bit. Yeah, you keep it on the box. Spread it out, and then press down the base so it actually really sears.
Yeah, almost like you're cooking a steak.
Exactly, it's no different. Give it about 20 seconds, and then start to fold it and sear the other side.
If I flip that now, we can show it. Looks
Give it another 10 seconds. How are you feeling?
as a person, old, slightly disappointed.
Not dissimilar to me, to be honest. I might look 15, but I'm a lot older than that. Sear that, again, to push down the base of your spoon so it sears nicely. And at this point, I wouldn't, you see like there's a bit of liquid coming out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't move it around too much.
Okay.
Because if it was me with a marinade next time, I would really massage it with your hands.
Oh, really?
Because the liquid was sitting on the outside of the meat.
Okay.
Because of that liquid, I'd say take that straight out and put it into the same tray, because we're going to bring it back in anyway, and we'll cook it through again.
What about the juice that's in the bottom?
If that was marinated, like massaged, there wouldn't be juice at the bottom of the wok. Pour that over the top so we don't waste it, because there's flavour in that. I'll give you a tip here, and that is that if you stir fried your veg first, you can put it back on the hob, but if you stir fried the veg first, then we wouldn't have had that residue in the wok. So we could have gone, you could have done the beef after the veg. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Now that we've done the beef first, which I kind of was happy for you to do because that's what you usually do, but because of the residue, we have to clean that wok before we finish off we do your veg.
Okay, how do we do that?
Okay, so we'll just give it a quick scrub.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is that done off camera by the staff?
Yes. What I would have done is stir fried your veg first, taken your veg out, and then kept the wok on because it would have been clean because it's just stir fried veg, there's no real moisture. And then sear your beef and then bring your veg back in.
So you're saying, I mean, to précis that, my book is wrong. is what you're saying.
No, I'm just helping you to.
No, my book is wrong.
I'm just helping you for your next book.
The book is right, it's just back to front. It's a bit like, I've played all the notes, just not necessarily in the right order.
Okay, so that's drying. Let that dry.
That's just water.
That's just water.
And I will have another squirt of vegetable oil.
Yeah. And then we've got here, and this actually answers one of Rachel's questions when we were seasoning the wok, is that we set our ingredients up on a round plate, the hardest vegetables first, going all the way round, and that's what we call the wok clock.
So because those would take slightly longer than those?
Yes. So we'll go one at a time. Would you usually put them in one at a time, or would you
No,
throw one in?
I didn't know about the wok clock, but my instinct told me that a piece of carrot would take longer than say a piece of snow pea. So light things, and if you put something like pak choy in, that just goes in for like 10 seconds.
Exactly, yeah.
There's no point putting it at the beginning, otherwise it will be
and bean sprouts are quite similar to that.
Yeah. So the wok clock is, I'm going to hold this up in the hope that it doesn't all fall off the plate. Can we see this? The wok clock starts here, reducing firmness of, but I would have thought those were firmer than those.
Well, they are, but I quite like my baby corn really crunchy.
Okay, so it's firmness tempered with thoughts of how crunchy you want.
Yeah.
That's smoking.
That's smoking. Are we ready?
Bit of oil.
Yep.
Squirt of oil.
And then
start the wok clock.
Start the wok clock.
With carrots. So we're talking the total for these vegetables is going to be, what, 3 or 4 minutes?
I think you might need 30 seconds, which is give it final slice, 30 seconds in between each one.
Okay.
Yeah. And only add oil if you feel like you need to.
A little bit of mange too when you're with the carrots.
I'll give you a few tips for this on how to see how the amount of smoke you've got in the wok.
Yep.
So the first tip, it's easy to get your wok hot, but cooling it down is the harder bit.
Right.
So stirring the first way.
Yeah.
Pushing, folding, number 2. Number 3 is a wok toss. Right, a wok toss is a long push forward and a quick flick back. Like flicking a back page. Yeah. Right?
Which hand?
No, you what you're most comfortable with. You usually use your wok on your left.
Only because I'm holding that on my right.
Yeah.
So it's a long push forward, but that's not quite right.
Yeah, that's better. That's better. You want it to flick right up, and when long push forward and then a flick back.
Oh, it all went in. Long push forward.
Right. You're just seasoning our hog. That's something.
Yes.
Okay. So, but what it has done is it's taken the smoke right up here and it's not in the wok.
True. Yes. Can I put the peppers?
Yeah,
in?
go for it. Peppers. Yeah.
So that's cooled down a bit. You can tell because it's not making quite such a noise and it's not quite so smoky.
Yeah, because of that wok toss, right? And then you want to start to fold that through again, and then give it a wok toss when needed.
That's the authentic noise there. Now I'm going to go for a wok toss.
Yeah, wok toss.
Get hold of that properly. Long forward and then flip back.
Yes, nice.
There.
Yeah.
There you go, look at that. Wok tossing. Okay, I'm going to put the
baby corn.
I missed a few bits of pepper, but never mind.
That's okay. Feed the rabbit.
Is there anything in, because I would normally, now I would push those to the middle and try and keep the others to the side. Is that in your own?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're right about that because you don't want stuff to burn.
I would also put more oil in there because I'd be worried.
Yeah, if you want a little drizzle, but just around the edge. Yeah.
Okay, so.
Whoa! Okay, so once you're going to go in 30 seconds, keep following around. I'm going to give you another technique for when your noodles come in to cool your wok down really quickly. Okay? And it's the tummy and the head. Can you do the tummy and the head?
Yeah.
Alright, round and round, back and forwards. Same with your wok and your spoon. So round and round with your spoon, back and forwards with your wok. That's that swirly sound that you like to hear. Right?
Okay, so back and forwards, round and round.
Yeah, pick it up there, yeah. Good.
Yeah. So do a wok toss?
Yes, yeah, do a wok toss.
Wok toss coming up. Forward and.
Nice,
that was a good one.
Nice, that was a good one. Get better at this. So your noodles are going to go in, but when they go in, you want to get your tummy and head going from the middle of the noodles. Okay? So that's going in, tummy and head going from, and you're going to add, when do you add your sweet chilli?
I usually add it at the end.
Okay. Alright. Spin what we risk. That's it.
I'm losing bits.
Yeah, we're losing lots
Fold
of bits.
it in,
It's okay.
fold it
Okay.
in.
Okay, now get your beef in, then it'll work back on the heat. Wait for it to smoke up again. When it's smoking hot, your beef goes in with all the liquid, because the liquid will separate out all those noodles. Okay, so straight in now, it's nice smoking hot. All that liquid will help separate out the noodles. If you tummy your head for like 2 seconds, back down on heat, wait for 20 seconds, tummy your head.
Okay. So we're going to do a tummy and a head, vigorous.
Back down on heat. So you're trying to build up layers of heat that you then circulate around the wok.
The noodles still seem a bit in the middle together.
I'll help you out there. Okay. You see, you get the clumps, and you get that sauce into those clumps.
You did lose a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, okay. And then your sweet chili sauce will help to separate that out even more.
That's about 3 tablespoons.
Okay, good. Happy. All right. And then now, tummy and head again.
Vigorous tummy and head.
Yes.
Bean sprouts.
Bean sprouts.
Don't put the bean sprouts in.
They don't need long to cook. Just throw them in.
All of them?
Yep. Hooray. Okay, that's
tummy
it.
and head, tummy and head, tummy and head.
That's
tummy
it.
and head,
That's
tummy
it.
and
You
head.
don't want to break up the vermicelli too much. That's done.
That's done.
Yep.
Should we do that again with you doing it and see how much better it is?
We can. Was that one? Is that beef? Yeah, that's beef.
I feel like I look a bit emotional because of the smoke.
Yeah, it's, I think most domestic kitchens in Hong Kong are probably just basically blackened hulks. Well, it tastes correct, I think.
Yeah?
It lacks the, I always call it the bounce. When this has been done by an expert, it's got a slight flyaway quality. Mine still has that, it's been in there too long
Yeah.
sort of feel to it.
Not just the noodles, isn't it?
It's the best thing you've ever cooked me.
You're saying this is better than a peanut butter sandwich?
Do you want me to cook you one? Okay.
Definitely.
Massage this in. Tummy in the head, peppers in. I use the tummy in the head. My beef goes in, noodles in, tummy in the head, loads of meat back in. Same dish, exactly the same ingredients.
Really good.
It's better. Annoyingly.
Sorry, Jane.
No, it is. It's got the flavour. The noodles are better. The flavours are better.
Beef is a little bit more subtle.
I mean, it wasn't meant for a competition, was it? It was more to help you, to show you how to make it even better. Yeah, better.
Very diplomatic.
Yeah.
He's good, isn't he?
So, the conclusion to that, viewers, is, as I've said many times before, cooking, great as a hobby, good fun, sociable. If you want nice food, give the job to a professional. Like, comment, subscribe.
Ding!
If you'd like to see more of Jeremy's cooking skills, which are considerable, go to School of Wok. Link in the description. Like, comment, subscribe.